I know this sounds. Hi, welcome to Midday Reset, guys. We have us. Hi, Planet. Hi. We have a. You see, I changed my background. I'm not in my office today. I'm in the lobby because we don't have any appointments at this time. So I thought that I would come out here and record. If someone walks in, they walk in. I'll stop and talk to them per usual. Put a little gloss on my lips. I get quite a few questions about this gloss too. I'm gonna tag this gloss. It's called. For any color that you want. These are the ones that I wear. If you come in here, you constantly see me using them. And then I'm at this space now, y'all, where if I'm gonna use it in the video, you're gonna see me talking about it, okay? So, welcome to Midday Reset. Today we are going to talk about PCOS and skincare and how you can get your skin under control and what way I will go about it. If I were you, as a person who is a med spa owner that has PCOS, I have it myself. So now we are going to talk about skincare and PCOS. So let's see. Hi. Okay. So first thing you want to do when you have breakouts from PCOS, and I always talk about this. This is before we talk about the skincare. Is making sure that you get your hormones checked and making sure that you know exactly what is going on with your hormones. I went to the dermatologist to see exactly what type of acne I had going on. She ran my labs at the dermatologist, and my OBGYN ran my labs again a second time. So I have gotten my labs ran several different times by several different doctors, because you have to remember, a lot of times people interpret, I'm doing great, Planet. A lot of times people interpret results differently. So if you are not getting the results that you feel like you need, just because, not because you're telling yourself a story, but if you know that something is going on with you and they run your panel and they tell you that nothing is out the norm, but you know it's something going on with you, they're still human. They still have room for human error. Go and get it done again. And I got it ran twice. Twice I got my panels ran. And then that is when I went to my dermatologist, and she told me that I had PCOS, and that is why my skin was breaking out severely. And that is why no matter what, like, I was dealing with the weight. She saw my weight fluctuating up and down. Only time my weight goes down is when I do a lot of cardio, a lot of routine working out, and then I have to make sure to keep myself on a regimented diet. If I don't, I have to change my lifestyle. If I don't, if I have too many cheat days, if a cheat day turned into a cheat week, that's gone. You might as well start all over again from scratch. But that's with a lot of things. You have to be consistent. You have to have a routine. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the skincare. Once you realize that you have hair growth on your face, hair growth on your neck, the only thing you can do to get rid of it, I have heard of people when they take their levels down, the hair growth, it starts to slow down. However, it does not fully go away. You can wax. You can do waxing. You can do sugaring, or you can do laser hair removal. Not because I'm a med spa owner, but I'm going to tell you guys the truth. When you have individuals who come inside of the spa and they have PCOS and facial hair from PCOS and they decide that they just want to wax, what happens is the skin gets rough, it gets dark, it gets bruised, they get hyperpigmentation, they get ingrown hairs. No matter what they do, it will not stop. And then they're just constantly removing their hair with waxing, and that in itself is covering up the issue, and they're putting a band-aid on a bullet wound, if you guys know that old saying, meaning the issue is still there and you're doing very little to change the issue. The only thing you can do if you have PCOS and you are seriously looking, if the hair is seriously bothering you, your confidence, making you not feel your best when you're putting on your makeup, when you're going out in public, laser hair removal is the only option for you. You can get, oh, sorry, not laser hair removal. Laser hair removal is the option that I recommend. We have electrolysis as well, which is another version of, supposedly it's the only permanent for hair removal. That's what we were taught technically. However, there are many women who come into the spa who have had electrolysis and now their hair has grown back and it's gray now. So again, if you are a person that has PCOS, I recommend that you start your laser hair removal journey if you want to get the hair removed on your face. Now, if you don't find a problem with having hair on your face and you feel like you can deal with it, it won't get worse, it's manageable, you will be one of those clients that will come into the spa in your 40s, 50s, sometimes 60s and 70s, who are now realizing that it is a problem that they cannot fix on their own. And you will be inside of anybody's med spa asking for a person to permanently remove the hair. But guess what? The hair will be gray at that point. And once your hair turns gray, laser hair removal is not an option for you anymore. I don't care what, if it's a laser out there that does gray hair, send it to me because I can make all the money. But there is not a laser on the market that does gray hair laser hair removal. So that's where we are today. I was speaking to my client about this right before she just left, maybe like a half an hour ago, and I say this with so much love, not trying, I'm gonna mix a little bit of shame in there, but I say this so much with care and love. And a person that has been doing these treatments for the last 16 years, women, we gotta do better. If someone tells you, if you see a study about it, if someone tells you from experience, if you go to a professional and they have been doing it for 16 years, to constantly live in a space of delusion and thinking that because you are you, and if you do something else that you made up in your head that will work, and you don't get to the solution, we are our own worst enemy. When I say we, I mean women are their own worst enemy. When it comes to treatments, when it comes to solutions. And I know that's something that y'all don't want to hear, because every time I speak like this, the viewers drop down because y'all click out of it and y'all don't want to hear it. But it's the truth. Women are their own worst enemies when you are telling them the solutions that work for them. When I am telling you guys what you can do, you're constantly asking me questions about PCOS, your skin, your acne, breaking out, your neck, your facial hair. You're constantly asking me these questions, and when I give you these answers based on my 16 years of experience, based on medical research, based on doing thousands of clients, and you constantly tell me that your way is the better way. Women really live in a place of delusion, and that's why things never improve, because the lies that you tell yourself. And I'm not saying this to dog you, to drag you. I'm saying this to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. You are only prolonging the issue. All of those women who I tell in their younger years, because I've been doing 16 years, so I'll see a woman in her 40s, and then I'll see her coming back in her 50s, right? I should have got laser hair removal when you told me about it. I should have started the treatments for my skincare when you told me about it. It always happens like that every single time, because you feel like it's easier, or the way that you go about it, or you're just gonna find something natural, and it's, you heard about something on TT, or you heard about something on some blog that worked for someone else, and I've yet to see it. I've yet to see it. I don't got all the answers, but when it comes to that facial hair and that PCOS, I got the answers. So coming and saying that it doesn't work, you don't know, or if you don't see the value, you don't see the value. But that's for yourself. So yeah, I rarely talk like this, but a lot of times we need truth bombs. But that's one thing I noticed about having a woman client, a feminine women-based clientele, is that it is very hard to tell you guys certain things when you have it in your head of what works and what doesn't work, because you're the expert. You the expert. I've been doing thousands of clients, thousands of treatments, but you the expert and you got it. So that was a little frustration that I had today of constantly telling people the answers and them not taking heed and then coming back later and then asking me to answer again. That's wild. Okay, let's get forward. Okay, so now PCOS and skincare. If you are dealing with PCOS and you have skincare because you have acne related to PCOS, you will have to fix your diet, fix your lifestyle, start to use products that are made for retexturizing, resurfacing. I like a lot of glycolics. If this is your first time on this page, I am a glycolic warrior. I love glycolic acids because not only does it do fine lines, it does wrinkles. It will constantly remove the dead skin cells on your face. So now therefore your skin is constantly turning over. You're not breaking out. Your pores are being refined. The hyperpigmentation is evening out on your face. The fine lines are going away. The dead skin cells are coming up. And especially if you are using something like our purifying pads, which are specifically made for resurfacing and deep cleansing, any dirt, any bacteria that is in your pores, it is immediately going to be removed and it's going to turn your skin cells over. Clients live by these. They run up in here and restock on these. You get 60 pads inside of this, okay? Now, if you are really still breaking out, as I told you guys before, if you are constantly still breaking out and you are dealing with PCOS and acne, it's no other answers, you guys. Laser hair removal on your face. I don't care where you are, what city you are in. Look it up. Laser hair removal, full face and your neck. There's no other option, okay? While you're still breaking out, you want to use Power Gel. It has lactic acid, salicylic, tea tree, kojic acid. So not only is it going to even out your skin tone, it is going to refine your texture, stop your breakouts, as well as make your skin just nice and smooth and glowing, okay? So that's the answer if you have skin that has PCOS. And in the meantime, while you're working on your outside, you're working on your health. You're working on what you eat. You're working on what you take inside of your body. You're working on your diets. That's all we're talking about, because that's the only thing you can really do to keep PCOS under control. Now, you can go off the ramp sometime, which I do. I probably do a little bit too much and jump, and then I'll realize it, and I'll go back and get on my regimented. Oh, thanks, Deptos. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. I'm just speaking about PCOS skincare and what you can do to get around it. If you are a person that has acne, you are breaking out, using products that are going to resurface your skin is the only thing you can do to properly nourish your skin and help you. You have to use products that are going to resurface, and those in themselves are anti-aging products. Hyperpigmentation in your face, scarring in your cheeks. If you have scarring in your cheeks, I have 1 and 2 treatments that I want you guys to use. If you have scarring anywhere on your body, in your cheeks, you're going to use microneedling, which is going to go inside of your pores, break up that scar tissue, and then you're going to use diamond microdermabrasion. That in itself is going to refine the texture of your skin, make it soft, make sure that the scarring itself starts to get refined and go down, and it just will become less and less noticeable. The improvement will really change. You need a series of those treatments. However, that in itself, that's what you need. So those 2 things, those 2 treatments with PCOS as well, as well as using a great resurfacing line which will constantly turn over your dead skin cells, that is the answer to PCOS and skin. It's nothing more. Like, I know we're on here for about an hour and we could talk about anything else you guys want to talk about, but I don't really have any answers. I don't like to beat around the bush and talk about multiples of things when it comes to a problem that I know the solution to. Diet and resurfacing products. Resurfacing because it's constantly turning over the dead skin cells, clearing out your pores, deep cleansing your skin, so that way you have any dirt, any bacteria, and then you get laser hair removal to remove the hairs on your face. Glycolic acid is the best thing that you could use for post chickenpox hyperpigmentation. Glycolic acid is the best if you are a person with melanated skin, using glycolic acid will change your skin texture, as well as it will remove the hyperpigmentation, and it will make your skin smoother, refined, like any and everything that everybody wants in their dream skin. Glycolic acid is going to get you there. This is the base of our purifying pads. It's glycolic acid. That's the base of this. But if you are looking for a solution, and just about every issue that you have with your skin, our line will help you. It's not it'll only do this, but it won't remove the dark spots. But it's not going to resurface the skin. But the only thing it doesn't do is remove the hair. You have to professionally get the hair removed. So it does. When you don't get permanent issues solved, like if you have PCOS and you're having growth of hair on your face, that hair growth is going to come back regardless if you get your PCOS under control or not. I see it all the time. So the only way you can get rid of that and to help, thank you, and the only way you can get rid of that hair and to help yourself is to get it permanently removed, because this is a problem I see a lot in women. They'll try to go the more affordable route, cheaper, more affordable route for them, and they'll buy all of these products, and they'll take all these products and they'll clear their skin up nice and beautiful, no hyperpigmentation, no breakouts, and they'll clear their skin up. And they'll get a bad wax, meaning she'll pull the wax and they'll turn into ingrown hairs, or they'll have a bad breakout, or they'll shave the wrong way, or they don't, whatever. All it takes is one bad encounter, a bad wax, a bad shave, or just having a really bad ingrown hair, and now you are back to square one. The hyperpigmentation has returned. You're going back into trying to get the hyperpigmentation off your face again. That's why a lot of times people have issues on top of issues, because you solve a problem, you address a problem, but the challenge that's actually causing the issue is still going on. So if you're having growth on your face and on your neck, your chin, your cheeks, and you're not getting the hair removed, yet you're constantly buying all these products to make the appearance look better, you're working backwards. Not only is the hair going to make the hyperpigmentation come back eventually those hairs will be gray and you can't do anything about them for the future. So when I speak, I know a lot of people's YouTube channels are people who like waxing and they wax themselves, or people who like doing beauty services or facials on themselves, and then they get on YouTube and they show you guys what they've been doing for themselves. I do services on myself. I do services on the general public, and I've been doing it for 16 years. So when I tell you something about skin, or when I speak in exacts, it's not based on just me. It's not based on one person. It's not based on two people. That's the number 3. That's me and two other people. It's not based on 4 people. It's not based on 5. It's not based on 10. It's based on thousands of people. We are sitting in a full spa. Okay, that is a lounge area. You see this door right here. This is not a room. This is a hallway to 6 more rooms. So when I tell you, I know what I am speaking about when it comes to clients. It is not based on 2 people. I speak in definites when I know what I'm talking about. When I say I think, that means I don't know for sure. But when I'm on this page, this is how it goes. You don't gotta believe me. Just wait till the hair turn gray. Then you be back. Because they always come back. They always come back. Always. So if you guys have any questions about hyperpigmentation, PCOS with your skin, long story short, if you have PCOS, go and get the hair removed on your face. Get your diet under control. Get your hormones checked. This is not in a particular order, but if we want to go in order, first thing you're going to do is going to get your hormones checked. Next thing you're going to go do is going to go to a dermatologist. Third thing you're going to do, you're going to go to an esthetician. Fourth thing you're going to do, you're going to get a resurfacing line of products that is made to constantly resurface your skin, kill the bacteria. I'm not a big person on the medicine that a dermatologist will give you, because I feel like I just went through every single medication that they had. That's why I made my own products. But that's a doctor, and you still need to know for sure what's going on with you. Okay? They can put you on every cycling, doxy, this, Benazil. They can put you on everything in the world. But that stuff never works for me. And we always have clients that come back because it never works. I tried a new mascara today too. I don't have my lashes today, y'all. I took those lashes off, and now this is just mascara. In other news. In other news, this is just mascara. I had 22 minutes today. Oh, let's see some more questions that I have. I think Celeste was saying that we have more questions. That's another question. The real reason why your skin is not healing is because you are not addressing the underlying issue. If your skin is constantly breaking out, you're getting hyperpigmentation all over your face, and you have hair growth on your face, you have to remove the hair first. And not in a semi-permanent situation like waxing or sugaring. You have to get that hair removed for the long term, which is laser hair removal. And that in itself is going to give you the result you need, because once the underlying issue is gone, now you can work on the hyperpigmentation and the dark spots and the scar, which is hyperpigmentation, and the scarring and the pitted skin. Sometimes you guys hear me repeating. I'll say it in a technical way, and then I'll say it in the way that people understand. So dark marks, hyperpigmentation, right? It doesn't matter. You have to heal the underlying issue of your skin, or whatever issue you have going on will constantly come back. If you're gluten-free and every time you eat gluten, you break out over your body with hives and inflammation all of your whole body, and it leaves post-inflammation hyperpigmentation, you gotta stop eating that, right? Or every time you eat it, it's going to keep giving you this issue, correct? Same thing with hair. You have to get it removed, or it's going to continuously leave the post-inflammation hyperpigmentation. Same exact thing. So that's the challenge about going live and talking about the same things that I'm constantly speaking to you guys about, is because that is the answer. It's not a school of thought. It's not a theory. That's the answer. That's the answer. That's the answer. People don't want to hear it. And then when they ask me about, well, what can I buy from this store? What can I buy from that store? I don't know. I don't use that stuff. I can't tell you that. I like glycolic acids. I like lactic acids. I like kojic acid. That's for texture, hyperpigmentation, and breaking out of my skin. Everything I like is in this bottle. Every single thing that I like, that my clients like, is in this bottle. Okay, so even if you guys never seen what the texture of it looks like, it's a serum. They're smaller molecules. You're gonna massage it in, and this in itself is gonna stop your breakouts right in their tracks. Anytime I don't use this serum, y'all, my skin break out so bad. I had like, if you came out here last week, I had sebum pockets. To as soon as I extracted them, a whole bunch of oil just started coming out my pores. Over here, I had sebum pockets. As soon as I extracted it, oil just started coming out because I stopped using step 2 and step 3 to experiment. And it's just what I told y'all. My pores were clogged. I was getting pockets of oil in my face, and my skin was breaking out. And then I massage it in. So now, it's just not just the point and put it on your face. You gotta massage it in your skin. Nice, smooth, silky skin. I get so many compliments on my face every day. We get old school and bust out. I guess I just show y'all a picture of what my skin was before I got started. And again, it's all throwback pictures. My skin was a mess. I feel like I keep using these same pictures. I got so many of them, and I just put these up. Okay, so again, now it's back to what I said. When I say I know what I'm talking about, I know what I'm talking about. That's your girl. That was my skin when I was in the thick of PCOS, when I was in the thick of breaking out, when I was constantly going back and forth using this medication and that medication, and hold on 1 second. Oh, and trying. Somebody got put up outside. I was making sure it wasn't a client. And trying different chemicals and different treatments and different products and different medications. No matter what I would do, my skin will constantly still break out. So when I say we know what we talk about, we know what we're doing, and it's not based on, I am not your regular YouTuber with only personal experience on my own skin. Till next time, have a good day at school. That was tight. Okay, so let's see. 30 minutes on here today. Now, this is a short show today. Somebody has any questions about PCOS? Everybody is well equipped. I have a client about to come in. Okay. Okay, guys, we are all set. We did midday reset today. We talked about PCOS and skin. There wasn't really much to talk about because all I can do is give you the facts. I know what your skin is doing. My skin went through it. I know what route you have to take and how you have to get more permanent results. And permanent results are from getting laser hair removal and getting a consistent skincare routine and getting your hormones checked and having an esthetician to get professional treatments. So that's the only solution I have. So I feel like this would be either we just be sitting out here looking at each other, or I'm gonna leave, and I'm going to leave because come on, queen, you have to get laser hair removal if you want to get red. I'm doing great. I had a talk today about PCOS and skincare and having if you have issues with your skin, you have to solve whatever problem is causing the issue. You can't just keep going to cover it up. Buying brightening creams and bleaches and lightening creams because you have hyperpigmentation from ingrown hairs, but not getting the ingrown hairs removed, or getting laser hair removal so the ingrown hairs don't come back. We're working backwards. And in actuality, you're actually wasting more money because you're going through these expensive products over and over and over again. You're buying this, you're buying that, you're trying, and your time too. You're not saving money. You're actually wasting time, energy, and money because yes, it's going to be clear for a quick minute, but then as soon as the hair grows back, now you have hyperpigmentation again. Now you got strawberry legs again. Now you have breakouts again. Now you have another ingrown hair. Now the hyperpigmentation is back because the hair is ingrown again. This is, like I said, this will be a short live today because people don't want to hear the truth and they don't want to do the work. Now I feel like one of them YouTubers who be like, I'm just tired of telling y'all because y'all don't listen. So I don't know why I keep wasting my breath talking about it because y'all don't listen. But yes, but that's what we're going to, that was it today. And I am going to end the live early so I can prepare for my next client coming in. And I'm not going to run up until the time that she is coming in. End of story. If you have an issue, you have to get the issues fixed first. If your ingrown hairs are causing you inflammation and breaking out and hyperpigmentation and ingrown hairs and pimples and breakouts and all of these other issues, the smart thing, the educated thing to do is to remove the hairs, not plucking it. Permanently get the hairs removed is the educated answer. It's not opinionated. It's the educated answer is getting the hairs removed, or you're back at square one over and over again. Thank you so much for joining for Midday Reset. I am going to prepare for my client and take the last little bit of my break because y'all know these 2 o'clocks be on my break, right? And I never take a break now. But I'm going to take a break today for half an hour. Have a great morning, a great afternoon, and a good evening. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 2 o'clock sharp.